Hey guys, good afternoon. Hope everyone had a good trading day in this nuts of a market. Um, I traded NVDA today. I know Pat traded Amazon and nailed it after a close scare. Um, NVIDIA had some bad news on it overnight that one of its big shareholders was going to sell, like a big shareholder. And so, as you know, status quo, people buy the news and they sell the news. So it did a quick little dip, okay? And then it started to ramp up slowly. And all this was doing was really just trapping and squeezing. I caught a few scalps on this, and I'm really not going to go into the scalps because I knew that I recognized what was going on here. It was holding the 50 um, exponential moving average, and then it was holding the 9 up here, and it was trapping and squeezing. So I was just trying to get some quick scalps out of it. But the market itself wasn't really, doing much. It was just slowly uptrending, maybe very slowly, very slowly. I mean, I guess it went up from like 265 to 268, but it was really slow and gradual. And I knew at 267 it was going to have some pretty big resistance if it made it there. So I was confident in the fact that it would eventually start to come back down. And I have no long term faith in this market at all right now. So that being said, when it did crack VWAP, NVIDIA really started to come down. Even though, NVIDIA, I wouldn't say it was really intently watching the market today. It kind of did its own thing a little bit. A lot of stocks were like that today. Some were just doing their own thing. Some would do their own thing for a little bit, then follow the market. So it was a really difficult day to get a feel and trade. But anyway, back to the trade. I saw it kind of, topping right here. We had a pretty big, whole half number at 152.50 area. And with it, and then I think up here it hit. Let's see, yeah, 152.78. So that's pretty close to the 153 area. Now I was waiting for the lower high, and it didn't really give me one. So I'm thinking, okay, I might have just missed out because I don't want to get it in here. If I get it in here, then I'm chasing and it retraces on me. That's a big gap. That's could be almost 2 points of gap in there. So that's not smart. So I accepted it, and Pat always says that these things they will almost always, give us another entry. They will almost, retest these areas that they've tested before. So trusting in that, and I noticed right here it had dipped down. It dipped down. Now these would have been some nice profits that I gotten in on this, but I didn't. So it is what it is. But at the 200 EMA, it really held here. So then it started to ramp on up, and once it passed the 9 and once it passed the 50, it started to hold the 50. And then it came down and then it ramped up again. And it was going right back into the territory that, the double at the top was. So why not take some there and risk off high a day? That's exactly what I did. Took some here, Probably took that one a little bit too early. But I just wanted to get in. At this point, I was just really anxious. So I took some here, took some there. And see the wicks right there, it looks really toppy. And this technically is a lower high too because it really never reached all the way up. But this is the one where I dropped the hammer. I saw this lower high, and I said, okay, yeah, this is my signal right here. So these were just kind of more of a test. Let's test it out and let's see if it breaks. If it doesn't, it's great. But this was my key signal right here, this lower high. And so anyway, we're watching it, and it just goes down. It didn't go down as much or as fast as I would have wanted. This was really cutting into my nap time, which I didn't appreciate. NVIDIA, thank you very much. I'm an old fart. I need my rest. So anyway, I took some off here, and then when it had this nice little dirty red candle, I took some off here, and then I took some when it was approaching the VWAP. I took some off in that area. I didn't wait. The market had cracked the VWAP by this point. I wasn't convinced how low it was going to go. So at that point, I had made some pretty good profits. So I don't want to be greedy with my profits because, you're only one Trump tweet away from having a disaster. So I took my profits. I wasn't greedy. And as you can see, the rest of the day, it went down below the VWAP a little bit, but then it just came back up and kind of chopped. So my exit really wasn't all that bad, and I'm happy with my day and happy with my profits. So the lesson here is just you got to be patient, guys. These will often give you the setups that you're waiting for. You can't have that FOMO. Get rid of that FOMO and just look. If you don't get your trade, if it never came back on me and I didn't get it, crap. Okay, big deal. I didn't lose any money. Okay, I might not have made any money on that trade or on a no trade, but I didn't lose any money. So only put yourself in the best situations, okay, guys? This is the way that Pat teaches. Don't just, take this and take this for shits and giggles. Be firm in your plan and take the trades that you want to take. If they don't meet your requirements, don't take it, okay? All right, I hope this helps, guys, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.